Andrew Tate's scheme is so simple that 8 minutes and 56 seconds, you'll understand how to make $14 million a month. Here it is. Look at this iceberg. You might have learned about it from controversial statements, but these are the exact ones that attract the most attention that are at the tip of the iceberg. Statements about women
on Earth. But if you want to talk about studies, it's been proven that females do not have the same kind of spatial awareness that men have. They do not have the reaction times that men have.
Twitter battle with Greta Thunberg.
I don't believe depression as a clinical disease is real now.
Really?
Correct.
The scandalous statements are the ones that greatly fuel the interest in his personality. There is one important point. Everything Mr. Tate says is mixed with commonly accepted truths. Who would disagree with this?
Men and women. I love the idea of family. I love the idea of children. I love the idea of being in love with a woman. I love the idea of her loving me. I just don't see why I should only love one. I don't see why I can't love five.
Or that the banking system is complete bullshit and robbing us. So you start thinking of him as a prophet who will pull you out of the Matrix.
Fuck you, Matrix. This war has just begun. I ain't going nowhere. You have my address. You know where I'm at. Come get me. The Matrix has attacked me.
Talking about people who run the world is a cool marketing move, targeting clueless people. And it really works. Each of his videos seems to speak to you. Andrew Tate is one true savior who will save you from poverty. He is the one who will pull you out of the Matrix. He is the same Morpheus who offers you the red pill, not for free, but for only $49.99 a month. Well, what exactly are you paying for? Tate opened his own online university. Maybe that's where he really teaches how to get out of the Matrix, become rich and independent. Maybe, but no. University.
It's the greatest thing that exists on the face of the planet for people who are trying to escape the Matrix. Become Hustlers University. Welcome to the metaverse.
Hustlers University, The Real World, is an online course for young, insecure guys who want to make money online fast, as well as become alpha males like Tate. Have you ever wondered why young people are his target audience? They are the ones who go to war, make revolutions, and dismiss those in power. So, he did it for a reason. For Andrew Tate, this is his power and influence on the world.
Before my army, cavalry charge at the enemy. You can cancel me. I'm about to pave the road for every other man out here with an opinion who's going to get canceled.
Acquiring a subscription to Hustler University for $50 a month, you get the simplest set of topics that are available in any other course with any other success guru. Investing, copywriting, cryptocurrencies, etc. It seems like you're supposed to be taught some new subtleties of making money, but in fact, all this information is freely available on the internet. Tate even contradicts himself offering this product. How? Tate is the same guy who encourages you to get out of the Matrix, get rich, and be free, right?
Yes.
Meanwhile, at his own university, you are taught to work for the rich of this world, like Bezos and Amazon. That is, he drives you into the Matrix. First money. Recently, before his arrest, I think everyone has heard about that. Tate and his brother lived in Romania. Why?
Of course, I know they're gonna ask, oh, Andrew, why are you going to Romania?
Doing business in Romania is much easier because the country is corrupt. He was accused several times of human trafficking, rape, and forcing girls to act in pornographic films. But all the cases were not brought to justice since he knew who to contact to solve his problems.
And by coincidence, I had a fight coming up in Romania, so I went and fought in Romania. And I just thought, you know what? I'll hang around here for a few months. And then boom, 5 years later, I'm still there.
His first business in Romania was a casino in Bucharest, which operated even despite the coronavirus. But it didn't bring Tate the wealth and fame he sought.
I want to get rich.
But the business that brought Tate more than $600,000 a month was a webcam, which he was doing while still living in London. Everything worked the following way. The girl sat behind the camera and typed on a keyboard that was not connected to a laptop, while Tate sat at the monitor and wrote stories about sick relatives and the need for expensive medical care. And it really worked. Men spent thousands of dollars to support girls and keep their attention. Then, Tate called it a total scam.
It's all a scam.
But it made him a lot of money. Tate and his brother exploited women.
When I had 4 girlfriends, my brother had 4 girlfriends, me and my brother, 8 women living in one house, and all the women adored us and they obeyed us.
They were really in love with him, so he didn't even pay them money. However, their fairy tale did not last long. One of the girls did not receive her hard-earned money. She went to the police and accused Mr. Tate of hitting her. Andrew's house was raided, and the webcam company went out of business. Still, it didn't matter because his journey to fame and fortune had already started. So how did he get all that he has now? Propaganda. It's a magic word that took Tate to a new level of life. However, nothing would have worked if Tate didn't make controversial statements and have the first capital. He realized that people live their lives on social media. This led him to deliberately manipulate TikTok's algorithm. How? It's very simple. Andrew encourages his followers to repost and share his most controversial content on the platform, helping to infuse the app with his ideas and increase engagement of users. Every influencer can tell their audience to share videos. This is where Hustler University came in. The first students were young, insecure guys who wanted to make money online fast. To recoup your training subscription, a referral system option is available. The scheme is simple. For each referred client, you get $5. Students eagerly shared Tate's videos on TikTok, created fan accounts, and attracted other people to Hustlers University. This scheme promotes Tate all over the world and thus gives him not only fame, but also money. That is, customers. To keep the content up to date, he constantly gives interest or comes to podcasts.
Now is the best time to do podcasts than ever before. Now it's like the clips are re-uploaded for months on months. It gets so many views outside of the actual podcast.
And now we're back to square one. That's all good. Mr. Tate has done a good job, but there is one element without which his iceberg would not exist: his image.
As children, I refuse to have a nerd carry the name Tate. If my son is a nerd, one of us has to die, him or me, and I'll challenge him to mortal combat.
Jesus Christ. Do you mean that?
That's a bit of exaggeration, but it sounds cool.
His image is a culture of hustling.
He plays the role of this boastful misogynist who smokes cigars and drives Lamborghinis, and that's his thing. And because of that, he's amassed an amazing amount of money.
In 2016, Mr. Tate took part in the show Big Brother. We see a scared boy who is afraid to speak out. Back then, there was no trace of the alpha male. He was also the first to be kicked off the show as a loser. Andrew was expelled for beating a girl with a belt and showing his violence. This is how the show hosts explained it. He had a cruel character since childhood.
To a degree. And my father always taught me to stick up for myself. I was never allowed to run and cry.
Kickboxing, the sport in which he became a 4-time world champion, also had an impact. But as we can see, he wouldn't have been such a hustler if it didn't bring him attention and money. Today, his whole business is built on it. To make his image memorable, Tate adds some marketing. He knows what people want to hear. His crazy statements about the Matrix and women having lower IQs than men. To make you trust him, he behaves like a confident hustler who can teach you how to get out of the Matrix and be successful.